Hi everyone, so this is the presentation of a Webquest idea, and my name is Thuy. This assignment is under the course of design of online learning resources. Thank I want to send my appreciation to Dr. Ngoc for interesting me during the courses. I found this course very interesting for me. So, first of all, I will present the idea of what is a Webquest. So, a Webquest is an inquiry-oriented lesson format in which most or all the information that learner works with come from the web. So, the Webquest are designed to use learners' time well and to focus on using information rather than on looking for it, and to support learners' thinking at the level of analysis, synthesis, and evaluation. A well-planned Webquest has guidance for students, a creative end project with rooms for flexibility and links that helps answer questions and possibly add to the projects. So a strong Webquest is designed for students to work independently, allow teacher to be a facilitator in students' learning rather than a sole dispenser of knowledge. Okay, so here next is my idea on a Webquest project for students. Before that, I will present my presentation will be divided into a Webquest component. First is introduction. Introduction is to orient students and capture their interest. Second, the task describe the activities and product. The process explain strategies students should to accomplish the task. The fourth is the resources at the website students will use to complete the task. The evaluation is how teacher will measure the results of the activity. And finally, the conclusion will sum up the activity and encourage students to reflect on its process and results. Okay, so my project is designed for the class of Geography 10. The student are high school student in grade 10. The introduction of my my Webquest is I will tell the class that, so the picture is, look, it's a boy from the US, and I tell the student in my class that we have just received a message from one of our foreign friends from the US. Look, he will come to Vietnam soon and he doesn't know how Vietnam looks like, and he would like to visit all over Vietnam, but he doesn't know where to start. He's asking for your advice, which is my student, to help him decide which place he will go. We already know that there are 5 main regions in Vietnam: the Red River Delta in the north, the Central Mountains, the coastal lowland, and the Mekong Delta in the south. Your missions, my students' missions, is to introduce to him the characteristics of each region so he can decide which regions he will visit. So the introduction needs to be interested and attract the student to keep going on into the project. Next is the task. The task is what I ask the student to do. So the students and his team or her team will have the following tasks to complete. First, the students must pick their region in their group and discover about it. So they need to research about the terrain's characteristic and the climate, and also the major city in the region, and justify the reason why should visit their picked reason. Second, they have to present their findings. First is the oral presentation in group. Second is to illustrate the students' finding with graphs, schedules, and any other physical materials. For example, they can have like a dust, red river dust, or anything that can illustrate the special characteristics of the reason. And third, provide information on other four reasons. This means that the rest, each member of the group, they will pick one of the remaining reasons, and they have to write an individual report about the reason. So in this way, not only the group will understand about their picked reason, but also research more about the other reasons based on the other group's presentation. Next is the process, how I can carry on this Webquest project in the class. The first step is to get the groups of 4 students. Second, I encourage students to use the websites that list in the resources section and read about each reason that look can visit. The third step is I require each group will write a one-page summary of the finding and give the reason why they choose that reason. The fourth step is in the group work, the student will further discover the geographic characteristics of the region, including like survey area, population, main cities, climate, and topography. They need to illustrate the work with graph, schedule like rainfall schedule, or any other physical materials. And the fifth step is the group presentation in front of the class. In the last step, each of the team member, like I mentioned, they will select one of the other reasons and write a one-page informational paper about that reason. I will give the classes some of resources that I have found out about that related to the topics. However, the students can also pick their own resource, but they have to consult with me so I can judge whether the resources are credible or not. And next step is the evaluation. So there are three main point area that I will give to the student, which are 1 to 5 is unsatisfactory, 6 to 7 is acceptable, and 8 to 10 is excellent. I also design a evaluation rubric. So the 5 criteria are follow direction, working in group, use of resources, written explanation of why you picked the reason, and in the individual written report. And I also, based on the 3 main reason point, 1 to 5, 6 to 7, and 8 to 10, I justify the quality, the performance of the student. And finally is the conclusion. In the conclusion, after everything is done, I will tell the student that the look message of how he appreciates the student work, how he understand more about Vietnam. So the student will feel happy that they contribute something to a foreigner that he's new to, he's want to visit Vietnam. So that is the end of presentation. Thank you for your listening.